For this lesson, please go to the grammar section of your notebook. Please set up your notes like you see it on the screen. Write capitalization at the top and then make a 3-column chart. The first column will be rules, the next one will be examples, and then the next one will be your own examples. The first rule with capitalization is capitalize proper nouns. So please write that down in column 1. Now what I'd like for you to do is I'd like you to write down some examples, and this will go in your second column. Southwest Middle School is a specific place. Therefore, it's a proper noun and should be capitalized. The word school is just common. I don't know what school you're talking about. Principal Maxwell is a specific person. Therefore, we capitalize principal and we capitalize Maxwell. If we look at other common nouns, we have things like state, book, park, restaurant. These are all just general places. But if I'm going to give those places specific names like North Carolina, The Giver, Burlington City Park, or Olive Garden, I need to capitalize those. Please please write all these examples in the second column of your notes. Then on the right side, I'd like for you to come up with proper nouns for the common nouns that you see listed here. So come up with a proper noun for school, a proper noun for principal, a proper noun for state, a proper noun for book, a proper noun for park, and a proper noun for restaurant. Make sure you capitalize those proper nouns. Pause the video, and then when you are done, continue. The second rule is that you always capitalize the first word in a sentence. Please write down this rule, and then in the second column, write down one of these sentences. I am going to the store. I is the first word, therefore it needs to be capitalized. Mrs. Schaefer is always singing silly songs. The M is your first letter, so therefore it needs to be capitalized. Playing Frisbee is my favorite sport. Once you've written down one of these examples, in the right side column, I'd like you to create your own sentence. Be sure to capitalize the first word in that sentence. When you are done, go ahead and start the video again. The third rule is that you always capitalize the first word in a quote or in dialogue. Please write that down in your column. Then write down this example. Then the students complained, but the other classes don't have homework. The first thing that the students say is but, therefore that B needs to be capitalized. For your own example, I'd like you to write down a quote that maybe somebody says and make sure that you capitalize the first word in that quote. When you are done with this, please go ahead and continue the video. And then your rule 4 is that you always capitalize the word I. Please write down this rule, and then I'd like for you to go ahead and write down what I'm about to read for you in your example. I want to make sure you know that I expect you to always capitalize the right words, or I will cry all day long. What I would like for you to do is I'd like for you now to go ahead and write down an example of a sentence that uses the word I. Make sure that you capitalize the letter I. When you are done with that, I want you to take some time and look back at this sentence. What type of sentence is this? Do you notice here that we have a coordinating conjunction? If so, look to the left side. Is this a complete thought? I want to make sure that you know that I expect you to always capitalize the right words. Yes, because we have a verb, want, and we also have a subject, who wants, I want. Then I look to the right of the coordinating conjunction. I will cry all day long. Is that a complete thought? It is, because we have the helping verb and verb, will cry. Who will cry? I will cry. Hopefully you recognize that this is a compound sentence. Again, go back and look at this sentence. Do you notice any figurative language here? Do you think that I'm really going to cry all day long if you don't capitalize the I? Now, it may make me sad, but I'm probably not going to cry. So I'm over exaggerating. What type of figurative language is that? Hyperbole. Now what you're going to do is you're going to go back and visit my website. You're going to see 4 websites. Pick one of those websites and you're just going to do some practice with capitalization. And then you will go to the crate and you will continue to do some worksheet practice with capitalization before you confer with your teacher.